Hi guys, I'm Shayla,
I'm Graciela.
and welcome to our last episode of
Coffee and Crime.
So,
Wow. What a journey.
it's not bittersweet at all.
No, it's bitter. No.
I'm kind of ready to get this over with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the truth. It's the last episode. I'm gonna be truthful.
Yeah.
I don't like doing this.
You don't?
I feel like I'm running.
I've had fun. I've had fun spending time with you.
We see each other every day, but
okay, and
then
I have fun every time.
I have fun recording our regular podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I have fun recording. Here, I feel like I run out of things to say.
No, it's not like these have to be that long.
No.
But anyways, I have been thinking about our last podcast, about the distracted driving one.
Mm-hmm.
And I, literally every time I get in the car now, I think about it. And it has made me, I pick a song. I made a specific playlist to play now every time I get in the car. That way I don't have to go and change the music. You know? And, now I just think of you every time I'm driving.
Wow.
But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of, throw back to our last episode before we get into this new one.
I don't think of it at all. I'm going to be honest, I've kept the same habits.
Shayla, no! The point of the episode change your habits.
But anyways, we're gonna get to our last topic.
Is
it interesting?
I think so.
I find it interesting, but at the same time I think not everyone's gonna find it interesting. It's very bland.
Yeah.
But our topic is the CSI theory.
What is the CSI theory? I've never heard of that.
So basically, I'm just gonna dumb it down in a sense. I don't want to read off of I'm just gonna do Webster. I'm just gonna do it to what I know.
Okay.
CSI theory is basically when a group of jurors, they have watched so many crime shows, so Criminal Minds, Law and Order, what's another one? CSI, NCIS, all those shows that involve a crime happened, investigating and the conviction.
Yeah.
So it involves people that have watched those shows on a daily basis, get to go be on a case in real time, and they have certain expectations, and it doesn't live up to the expectation.
Yeah. I watch a lot of crime shows. More specifically, I watch Criminal Minds, and I recently watched White Collar. Have you ever seen that show?
No.
It's basically about this con man that they recruit in the FBI. On instead of serving time in jail, they make him help them solve crimes. And not that it matters, but I don't know. I think definitely watching a show, you have this what's the word I'm looking for? Not these pre-thoughts, but presumptions? Presumptions of what crimes are and stuff. And sure, some of those cases are based on real life, but if I see a murder in the show, and I see the way the FBI people think, I'm gonna think that way if I go to jury. I'm gonna try to solve the crime with the information that I have.
That is it right there. That's the theory. That is literally it. I've watched crime shows because I've grown up around it. But my main thing that I think I watched all the time was Bones and Snapped. Now, Snapped is those are real cases with real, names and all that.
Oh, okay.
Real facts. Bones is dramatized.
Yeah, of course. All criminal shows.
Yeah. And so I agree with you 100%. I always thought when my time comes and I'm a juror, I'm going to be able to know who a killer was. Now, granted, we've never been called
to jury duty.
Jury duty.
And I hear people dread it. They don't want to go.
Yeah, that's all I hear. My brothers and my sister, ugh, I have jury duty. But I was ooh.
Jury duty.
Jury duty is so
fun.
Yeah. But when we were doing, this whole looking into it, it was, something that a lot of people have the same thoughts as us. They think, again, it's gonna be oh my god, there's gonna be a gun. So
yeah, they're gonna put on a show, in How to Get Away with Murder, how the court, how they are in the court.
Yeah,
you think, oh, it's gonna be so exciting, you're gonna get all these facts, And then it's the complete, like, opposite, you know?
Yeah. Did you know, like, 39% of jurors expect for there to be a gun in every case?
Really?
Yeah. Or, like, a weapon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because, basically, if you watch a lot of these shows, they involve weapons.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I had a sniper, or I had a rifle, or I had a knife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not... You can cause a crime without a weapon.
Commit a crime? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not cause. My bad.
No, it's okay.
But, so yeah. That's basically the gist of what CSI Theory is.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to go too much into detail because we're not really teaching. We're just explaining what we know.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know anything? I mean, you said you don't really know, but you feel like what the crime shows make you feel.
Yeah.
That you want to be excited to go.
I want to, you know. The thing is, like, I want to be called to jury duty, but I don't. I feel like if I do get called to jury duty, I would be like Toby from The Office. When he comes back from, like, the Scranton Strangler.
Yeah.
And he's all like, oh, yeah, I don't think he did it. And we're just, like, talking about it for, like, weeks on end.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I can't give that many details of the case. But basically, I don't think he did it. Yeah. But they still found him guilty. Just for him to, like, go meet up the strangler and get strangled.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that would be me. I would only want to go to, like, jury duty if that was the case. You know, like, if it was, like, a cool, interesting case.
Yeah. But
just something boring. Like, why am I there? Why am I
like
there? Show me the weapon.
So
I am part of that 39%. Show me the weapon.
So it was like, it had to be like OJ's case.
OJ's case?
That you got picked. If you got picked to be in OJ's case, you'd be like, he did it!
OJ did it!
You're like, none of that glove stuff.
Have you seen all those theories?
Yeah.
His glove? That, like, he had, like, some sort of disease and, like, his hands...
There's people also
swollen?
saying that the son did it. The son did it.
Son?
Yeah, he has a son and a daughter, I think, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That his son did it, and that's why the glove didn't fit. Because OJ was taking the blame, but it was the son's hand. And then there's another theory that that they froze the glove.
Yeah, and it shrunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it shrunk, so then it didn't fit his hand.
And you see, okay, stuff like that is, like, you're already going with these preconceptions in your mind of, like, oh my god, every court case is so, like, so many plots and twists, you know?
Yeah, because that's what the media feeds us.
Exactly.
Like, not even just, like, the fictional cases, but, like, even the documentary ones about, like, serial killers and stuff like that. They make it so interesting, like the Ted Bundy, that he was his self, like, he represented himself. So, like, as a jury, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, but, again, he's a serial killer.
Yeah. And then you get, like, imagine you get chosen. You have all these thoughts about what being a juror is like. And then you get chosen for jury duty. And you're like, oh my god, my time has come. I'm going to see this really cool case. And it's literally for Bertha, who hit a man with her car. And it was like, she was going 20 miles per hour. And he sued.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, those kind of cases have a jury?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, if I was called to, like, a serial killer court case, I would be scared to be in the same room as the killer.
Absolutely.
Excuse me?
Absolutely. He saw my face.
Yeah, I'm covering up. I got a mask on. I got glasses on. I got a hat on.
I'm wearing a
you
wig.
You can pry this off my dead, cold face and hands. You're not taking this off of me. I don't want... If he is found not guilty, I don't want him to find me after.
Because he doesn't know who said yes and who said no.
Exactly.
He doesn't... They don't know. And so what if I was the one that said he's guilty?
Exactly.
He did it.
He did it.
And he
it's
just
the look in his eyes. His vibes, wow.
Yeah.
It was him.
So I'm literally going in a different wig. Like,
in a wig.
I'm painting my eyebrows. I don't know. I'll even grow facial hair. Anything to throw them off. Like,
Have you seen the show? I think it's called Jury Duty, where everyone is a paid actor except this one guy on the jury.
Oh, and then they like
do a bunch of dumb stuff. I like another misconception of what jury. Obviously, like, you should know that that's fake. But some people are like, oh my god, is jury duty really like this? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I think they did that to make it seem like jury duty was fun, so people wouldn't dread it.
People wouldn't try to get out of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? I watched this K-drama, Attorney Uyong-woo. Have you seen it?
No.
You should. They have, like, a part of the episode is them in actual, like, court. And it's so interesting, like, being able to see the lawyers, or, like, at least what they're showing, how they, like, go about defending their client, or how they go about, like, coming up with a new idea on the spot. And you think, oh, like, if I'm gonna be called on jury, like, I'm getting asked to be in there, and I'm gonna see these cool stuff. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like it's all lawyer propaganda.
Yeah.
You know? To get people to want to become lawyers and stuff. So it never is really like that. Like, being in a court is probably, like, really boring. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
No, yeah.
There's no, like, yelling at each other, because then the judge is like, hey.
Order in the court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get my facts.
Oh.
My facts straight.
Was it not 39%?
No, it is. Oh, okay. It is 39%, but I was trying to see, because we did a discussion on it.
All right.
And it was like, how does the CSI Effect affect prosecutors, even the judge, or defense attorneys? But I'm going to go off based on what I remember. What it affects is basically everyone. It affects everyone in the court. Because defense attorneys find it so hard to, like, convince the person.
Yeah, like,
to look away. So they tell people, they do a jury select, right? They're like, now what they're doing is they're asking people, have you seen CSI? Have you seen these crime shows? And if you're like, oh yeah, I watch them every night, they exclude you.
Really?
They exclude you. They don't choose you. Don't try to get out of jury duty with that.
Well, it's true. Whatever.
But yeah, they do that because they're like, I don't want someone in the courtroom that watches this every night and that can't put it aside.
Yeah.
And if you do get chosen, they ask you, please, 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 put it aside. Not only does the defense attorney do that, but so does the prosecutor. The prosecutor is, you know the prosecutor is, right? So the one trying to get the conviction.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have said that it's extremely hard nowadays to get convictions.
Really?
More people are being found not guilty or a hung jury because there's people that have watched the show and just didn't say they watched it, and they're like, based on my assumption, he was raised in a bad household, so he must have done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they have the assumption that the TV gives us.
Yeah.
So half of the jury's like, yes, half of the jury's like, no, and then they can't come to a decision, so it becomes a hung jury. So meaning they have to go through the whole jury selection all over again.
Yeah.
Get some new people to hear this case all over again from the beginning to get a conviction. And sometimes those prosecutors don't get the conviction that they want. And I mean, it's sad to say, but it's also scary to say, how many people are out here in the world that may have committed something, but because of something like that was said in the TV show, they didn't get convicted, and now they're roaming free.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah,
who knows? And, like, when there's a jury, basically, like, attorneys have to put on a show for them.
Yeah, basically.
Like, you're convincing the jury. Like, with the Amber Heard case, where she kept, like, looking at the jury every time she would answer a question. Like, your job as, like, the person being represented and, like, the lawyer to convince these people. And the only way to do that is by putting on a show.
Yeah. So that, like, you bringing that up is such a great point, because that's going to lead us straight into our criminal case.
Oh, perfect.
Basically, what this is recently in Texas, a jury acquitted. You know what acquitted means, right?
I don't. What does that mean?
So, like, have you ever heard that lingo? If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. From the OJ case?
No.
Okay. Well, it just means that, like, there's not enough evidence.
Oh, okay.
Like, my dude, like, all the evidence you brought, like,
yes,
you can't do anything with it. So you can't convict him with all the evidence. So you must find him not guilty.
Yeah.
So there was a case in Texas.
Okay.
I don't have the all of the facts, but on this article from the Sundial, it's saying that a Texas man, his name was Robert Durst, he was on trial for murdering his neighbor.
Oh my god.
And defense lawyers brought in Robert Hirschkorn or something, a jury selection consult, to find jurors who were familiar with shows like CSI. So rather than be like, you're not familiar, they wanted people. Because the CSI Effect, it can benefit a defense attorney, or it can literally drag the defense attorney. So the defense attorney can literally jump on it and get people that, like, because what if making a show helps their case? That's where they'll look for it. So they were trying to find people that were familiar. So about 70% of the jury said they've seen shows like that or that show in particular. So then they used the missing head of the victim as a tool to make their case, the defense lawyers. And then the Robert Durst, he claimed he had murdered his neighbor out of self-defense. His lawyer stated that had the decapitated and missing head been found, there might have been wounds on it that could have supported such claims using forensic science. So they're saying that, like, oh, if we had the head, there could be, like, out there being like, oh, you did fight for yourself, and that's why you killed him. But, like, there's no evidence.
Yeah. I mean, also, comment on the case. Why would you behead someone in self-defense?
I don't know.
Was he found not guilty?
He was.
Because there was not enough evidence?
So, they were saying that the jurors believed that there was, like, reasonable doubt to convict him.
Okay.
Because the head is missing.
Right.
Their main thing for that person to say, I'm now guilty of this because of this, is gone.
Yeah. No body, no crime.
Exactly.
Like Taylor Swift.
So, how are you going to be like, yeah, it was me?
Yeah. Or, yeah, it was him.
It was him.
Look at these marks. What marks?
What marks? Where's the head?
Where's the head?
So, they used the whole, like, they've seen the shows as their way to get an acquitted conviction. So, Robert Durst was acquitted. He is literally a free man because there was nothing. There was nothing to prove that he did it. No DNA, nothing. No forensic science out there to prove that he did it.
Yeah.
So the jurors were like, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Which, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
I'd probably want to see all the facts. I'd want to bring in witnesses. I'd want to bring in, like, because I don't think I could just be like, oh, there's no head? He didn't do it.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah. I think, like, the part of me that has watched the show would want more.
Yeah.
Before I would say, oh, yeah, he didn't do it. I would assume right away that he did it.
Yeah.
And then when they brought it, he probably did it. Yeah, he probably did it.
It's like, he's his neighbor? 9 times out of 10.
No, it's always the neighbor.
The neighbor did it. The neighbor or the wife. That's what the shows teach us. It's either the neighbor, the wife, or the creepy guy around the corner. Yikes.
But those are the presumptions that people shouldn't be going in with.
Exactly. You see that? Imagine.
Yeah. Well, we're showing it in real time. Real time.
Yeah, so don't put us on trial right now.
No.
Don't select us. I'm filling out that form and I'm saying, like, I'm a full-time student. I can't be selected for jury duty.
I'm gonna look up online how to get out of jury duty.
Fake being sick. Get a traffic ticket.
Really?
I don't know.
Have one. Oh.
So, now that we're done with the criminal case, Miss Gracie has our current event right now.
Yes, literally 4 hours ago, they just put I don't know if you guys know the show Quiet on Set about the Nickelodeon children, but apparently Dan Schneider has sued the show Quiet on Set, the producers, for defamation, claiming that they falsely portrayed him as a child predator, per TMZ.
See, okay.
Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm here. Okay, go first.
I'm gonna be so honest. We were not recording when we found this out, but we're gonna tell you our reactions.
Yeah.
We already...
He's guilty. Like, it was him. Yeah, this isn't defamation. This is truth.
It's truth.
This is truth.
Like,
but
that's your CSI.
Exactly. Imagine someone, not even just CSI, like media portrayal of him, but just from what we've seen. And how are you going to find people who haven't seen those Nickelodeon shows?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to find him guilty. He cannot have, like, a jury case.
And what's crazy is that people that grew up watching when Dan Schneider literally started at Nickelodeon, all those shows, we're all adults now.
Watching them back, it's insane.
We're all ready to be in that courtroom, and we're all ready to find him guilty of being a child pedo. That is not defamation. And I think it's because there's our CSI effect right there. We go into that presumption because of what that show gave us. And then we're in our minds, and we're like, oh my God. Yeah, look. Yeah, that's what's happening in that show. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? You know what? It was him. Whatever.
I truly believe. Yeah. Dan Schneider, I hope you get time behind bars. I feel like this is just step one into getting him convicted. Just like, what is that guy? The one with Josh Bell. The guy.
Drake Bell?
No. Drake Bell. Josh Peck.
Josh Peck.
There's his name.
That he defended him? He defended the abuser.
I thought his name was Josh Peck.
Dude, Drake Bell was the one that got abused.
No, I know, but
Josh Peck defended the abuser. And Drake Bell had to come out and be like, hey guys, don't come at Josh. Who are you thinking of?
I'm trying to think of the abuser's name.
I don't know the abuser's name.
I thought it was Josh Peck. Anyways, but yeah, no, like,
was it Josh? I think his name was Josh. It was something Peck.
It was something Peck.
Because I remember seeing it and I was like, oh my God, are they related? Let me look it up.
I thought that's your...
Wait, but what was your... What about it?
Oh, that it's... Literally, I would convict him too.
Oh.
If genuinely.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I would convict him.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah. But there's no evidence.
There's no evidence.
But
he just looks like a child, like, pedo.
It just looks like... It's like you're gonna convict people on a jury? He looks like he did it. He looks like he did it.
He looks like a pedo. No, what threw me... okay. Finding out through that whole... Spoilers.
Brian Peck.
Spoilers for everyone that hasn't seen it.
I feel like at this point it's been all over, like, TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't know if this one part has been released on, like, TikTok and stuff. But Brian Peck was pen pals with John Wayne Gacy.
You're lying.
No.
You're lying.
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And that he had something, his memorabilia, his paintings in his house. If I saw that,
what?
As a parent, that's my red flag. That's where I'm drawing the line.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ew. And then John Wayne Gacy's known for, like, killing little boys, right?
Yeah.
And Drake Bell was a little boy
at that time. Yeah.
That's so...
But I don't want this episode to run long.
Right, we digress.
Last week's was... Well, not last week. Last episode.
The last episode was... The way I was listening to it, and we started off with... So we don't make the episode too long, just for it to be our longest episode. Literally.
And me editing, I was like, oh, we're going to cut out a big chunk.
Yeah.
A big chunk. No, I cut out maybe, I think... It was like a 45-minute one. We were done with it. It became 39.
Yeah.
Or 36. Oh. That's nothing. That is nothing. But we don't want this episode to run long.
Right.
Because I still have to edit.
Of course. So, Shayla, tell us, what coffee shop are we shouting out today?
So since it is our last episode, we don't want to be. What is that word?
Gatekeepers?
Yeah. We don't want to be gatekeepers. We kind of do, but at the same time we don't. So, we're going to shout out our favorite coffee shop
ever.
Like, in El Paso. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called 787. And it's Puerto Rican coffee. It's so good. Literally, pinch poke, yummy a Coke.
What?
Pinch poke, yummy a Coke?
I've never heard of that before. Whatever.
I digress.
Yeah. 787. What do you get from there, Shayla?
I get a lot of things. It's our favorite coffee shop, so
yeah, we tried almost everything.
Why stick to one thing
when you can try them all?
Yeah. So I'm gonna
name. So what was the first thing you ever got from there?
First thing, oh my god, what was it? A mazepan latte.
Really?
Yeah.
At the Alameda location, right?
That was my very first one.
I had gotten I think it was a dulce de leche.
Because that was the one. That was the one that popped up on screen, and we thought that
we were panicking.
Yeah,
because I'm panicking. Yeah, because we were like, what do we get? What do we get?
I thought that was the entire menu. I was like, oh my
god.
Yeah,
I was like, that's it. Only those 6 drinks.
Crazy.
Okay,
but we've been there
multiple times.
Both locations. One on Stanton and one on Alameda by Jefferson High School.
Mm-hmm.
But so that was our first drink. And what is your most recent drink right now?
Now my go-to drink is a vanilla flat white with oat milk, and it is so good, so good. They make it so well. I don't know. I've never had a flat white before, so I can only assume this is the best flat white I've ever had.
Ditto. I don't get a flat white, but I get a cappuccino vanilla with oat milk.
Mm-hmm.
And best cappuccino I've ever had in my life. Maybe we need to try different cappuccinos.
Maybe, but
so far our homeboy Ruben, is making
amazing,
and
makes delicious coffee.
Yeah, so
highly recommend. Please go. Tell them we sent you.
Yeah,
or no, we don't.
Tell them Shayla or Gracie sent you again. But there's 2 locations. One on Stanton once again, right by K-Dama.
The other one on Alameda in front of UMC,
and by Jefferson
High School.
So
very delicious.
Very delicious. But that's going to conclude our episode.
Our last episode. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for putting up with us. Actually, this is going to go to my classmates. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to hear our entirety of all of our 4 episodes. And I'm so sorry. We're loud.
Sometimes we're very low talkers. Sometimes we're very loud talkers.
Yeah.
So I'm very sorry.
We just want to apologize.
But thank you guys for listening.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. I know that 3rd episode's going to be really long. So if you hear this, thank you.
Oh, and thank you.
Sorry, but thank you.
Okay.
Anyways. Well, I'm signing off.
Yeah, me too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.